Alright, here we go. Hopefully the video stays good. Really I already thought about what I wanted to do, and I started drawing it earlier, but I didn't like the way it was coming out, so I started over. Where, I guess. Beefies. It's been so long since I did this, I don't know really how to commentate with other people being here, so. Trying to figure out why the song sounded like Pokemon. The leafy bits are hard. Petals aren't really, like, symmetrical. his teeth stick out. I can't pick one, so I'm just doing all of them. I think that's kind of cheating, maybe, but don't care. Really what I wanted, but we're gonna leave him there for a second. Throw it out quite yet. Not blue. Let's not do blue and red at the same time. what Bulbasaur looks like when he's laying down. I guess it's... I always wished the Bulbasaur line had tails. I don't know why. Not do yellow. Yeah. Purple, because it's not as blinding as that blue. I like to sketch in different colors and I'm doing different characters so I can see what I'm working on. I'm not even sure if I'm happy with that. We're just gonna stick with it for now, because if I don't stick with it, I'm not gonna move on. So... I feel about it covering up. kinda actually just want to clear lines. Really tried that before. Oh, got some Kirby on this playlist. Important to always zoom out. Oh, my line art this way. This is kind of fun. Kinda, sorta don't mind doing it this way, actually. I'm a little more precise, but one I'm just gonna do like Not like it just is the Venusaur. Let us finish him up then. Oh, hey, don't move. You're really out of my element. I haven't done this in so long. I don't really remember how to commentate over art much. Really easy to zone out while you're doing this. Like, I think it's relaxing, so I just kind of zone out a little bit. But I wanted to do something chill tonight since, a long week ahead of me. I don't know, I thought that song was like a Kirby song for like a half a second. Then I realized it was definitely not. I know I put his foot there, but I'm gonna... But if I actually want to like detail out the toes or not. I just want to make a little stump with claws. Not a fan. Do, 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 do. I'll have you commentate. Art. Bit quiet. Lumpy now. Still not quite right. Find the shoulder. Way it goes. Probably more down there for now. Bigger. Why it's important to zoom out, friends. See what you're working on. Cross-eyed though. I'm starting. Hey Foogly, what's up? Go in. I am drawing a thing. And the video's not flashing either, which is nice. I won't, you know, I maybe won't give anyone seizure. Fat Venusaur. Laying on the ground. Have a little layer over here with Bulbasaur and Ivysaur drawn out too, but I kind of like the Ivysaur just by himself, so or the Venusaur by himself, so I might leave them out. I haven't decided yet. I figured I'd just do the Venusaur and then figure it out as I go. I just like the way this is coming out so far, so I might... Maybe I just have to do something different with Ivysaur and Bulbasaur. Like, I wasn't too sold on them the way they were anyway. Do this without ruining the line. Let's find out. That fuck up the line. Not at all. Okay, good. Sometimes my Photoshop doesn't like when you do that. What's so fancy? Just stream? Oh. I move around a lot when I draw. If I get bored in a spot, I just move on to somewhere else, because otherwise I'm going to be bored. I'm glad that somebody told me that the reason that the video was flashing the other night was just a Twitch issue. So, Twitch was just being twitchy. So, yeah, jokes. So, I figure we'll just hope that that doesn't happen again. That. It looks kind of tiny, to be honest. We're gonna skip that. Come back to it. I've actually never done line art this way before. Usually I'm like really specific about like, you know, getting the curve just right. And this time I'm just like scribbling. But I try something a little different. I love the Bulbasaur line. I wish they had tails though. Like I know that's a weird thing to say, but like I wish they had like a little stump. A little tail stump. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think I actually did that one time. I think I drew my team and I drew them with a little tail stump. I drew my Venusaur with a tail stump. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, I'd love to have something like that. It's okay if the back ones are a little bit small because they're in the back. The one that I put right here I wasn't too sold on. Trying not to make a tangent. Very, very difficult. Oh no. How much do they go for? The posable figures. Gotta erase the cute belly, but oh, hey, hello Yoshi, what's up? Oh my god. How much did they originally go for? Like when they were still making them. Oh, that stupid foot goes right into the toe and I hate it. Foot, and then we'll rearrange it. 80% of me doing art is like, yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, wow. Do you no longer have the Blastoise? Oh, I bet that's cool. I have a little Mewtwo, like, buildable figure. He's so cool. Have any more bumps on his face? Save this. Probably do that. Saving sometimes is a good idea. Oh, you got the Charizard and the Venusaur, I see. What are they called? Posable D art figures? This guy? Thing's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you can like rotate his limbs and junk. Oh, is that the Mewtwo one? That's so cool. I gotta say, it was really hard to give you a little insight into what the rest of my favorite Pokemon by type list is. Um, I was really close to picking Mewtwo for my favorite Psychic type. I almost did. Mewtwo's so cool. But alas, he didn't quite make it. I have the I have this Mewtwo, which is not quite as exciting. And he doesn't really sit in the stand very well, but he's cool, so. The only one from the Sprockets I don't have is the Pikachu, but I didn't feel like putting it together. So I just didn't. There's my fat lord. Look at him, he's so. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, come on. Even when you make an extra layer, you still always end up on the wrong layer. That's no bueno. Right there, the little smidgen, no bueno. Mucho bueno. It's not good if you have like the circle coming like right in, because like what if this needed to be like an ear? Now it looks like it's part of the leaf. Ah, well, there's a pro tip for you called a tangent. Makes art look flat. It just ruins like the overall like look of it. That's why before I was really where was it anyways? I was being really careful about this foot to make sure that it wasn't like connecting. Like even that's a little close. But I'm gonna leave it. That's true. Mr. Game and Watch is a good time to try to be flat. I'm actually really pleased with this. Sometimes I get like halfway through something and I'm like, oh, it looks terrible. I'm gonna start over. And this time I'm like, yeah, no, this looks for good. We're happy with it. I did. I drew at Rowlet like 4 times by accident. The first time I drew Rowlet was because I wanted to draw Rowlet, because Rowlet's fucking adorable. And then the second time I drew Rowlet, I was trying to draw Decidueye, and I got annoyed, because Decidueye is actually really hard to draw. So then I drew Rowlet in a hoodie that looked like Decidueye's hood. And then the third time, I drew it for this challenge. And then the fourth time, I did like half of his face, looking up over the bottom of the text post that said you guys really like Rowlet a lot. Yeah, I think I have. Hang on. Why is he fucking adorable? Oh, look how cute he is! Oh, he's so great. I'm confused about this picture, but the backpack, he's so cute. So great. Is it in the bag all the time? I love him. He's so cute. He's so wonderful. Second favorite Pokemon of all time. Slowly creeping up to first favorite Pokemon, to be honest. I didn't think anything I didn't think I would love anything more than I love Quagsire, but Rowlet's pretty far up there. It's the opposite of Nebby. I saw a comic, I don't remember who did it or else I'd link them. I saw a comic somebody did with Lily trying to put Lunala in her bag, like in her pouch. And of course Lunala's like, what the fuck are you doing? Debbie, get in the bag. Because you're a legendary Pokemon doesn't mean you can't have to stay out of the bag. Big. Mine's bigger. I don't know if I should put the dots on the underside of the leaves or not. He does have spots on the underside of his leaves, okay. Bunch of spots. I need like a proper desk for this though, because right now I'm sitting cross-legged in my chair. My legs are starting to hurt. Sitting like this. Although when I go to do shiny hunting, I'm gonna just sit the same way, so I guess it doesn't really matter. My legs hate me. Like this. Still here hanging out, you have to tell me how my shiny hunting setup looks. It's kind of rigged, MacGyvered, but I'm fairly pleased with it. You know, I haven't even gotten into the battle tree yet. I wanted to fill out my Pokédex and get my shiny charm first, so I like basically walked out to the shiny or to the shiny. I walked out to the battle tree long like just enough to get the wings so I could fly that way. To like train and level up stuff in the high level grass out there, and then I was like, okay, we're done. I almost want to wait until I get my like good competitive team from the other games, but I don't know if they'll be like outdated by the time. I know it's not online, but I still want to have the team I like IV bred and stuff already. I think Bank's supposed to be coming out soon, so probably not too much longer. Oh, good. Yeah, so it's sometime this month. That's what I thought. I thought I heard that. Glad I'm not like hallucinating that I heard that though. I'm excited for that because I have all my I have a living dex from the other games too, so my national dex is as good as done. Yeah, Venus. So fat. I kind of want to leave him like that. Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, I'm sorry. You got to go. Smash Brothers menu music. Put on a random playlist of like video game. Oh, it's video studying. I was listening to video game remixes. Start that one over. Also, thank you. Glad that you like it. Clean up all the rest of the lines are all nice and clean. Good. I'm upset about. My own personal trick. For the first time ever on film. Told people about it, but I've actually never done this in a recording before. This is gonna be a pain. Grabbing the negative space. Then enough to clean up the edge. Boop. All ready to go. This I have to go through and clean up because I did really mess. One of those things where like it doesn't look like you'll see it, but you'll totally see it if those like corners are still filled in. Like here, you'll actually see that. It's surprising how much you see it too. You would think something that's small wouldn't be super noticeable, but can totally mess something up. Oh, your lip there, friend. What Venusaur do I like the best? Usually tweak the colors anyway, but... a base to start with. Oh, well, that's Mega Venusaur. Colors are different on Mega Venusaur. Let's just go Classic Venusaur. Just a smidge. Bloop, 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 bloop. I usually just grab an image off Google to get me started, you know. So I'm not like digging around looking for the right shade. And then I can kind of tweak it to whatever I want. Oh, also, secondary trick. Add a black and white layer. You can see how your colors look. Like this gray and this gray are super duper close. I'm gonna try to maybe actually darken this. That's better. See, now the two grays are really different, so when you put them back in color, it's not like these two colors are really similar, but these are not. Even though they're different shades, like different hues, they get easily confused by your brain. I like the contrast anyway. Some people can pull off the lack of contrast, like they make it look really good. I can never get it to look right, so I like to put the black and white layer on so I can see how my colors are contrasting. I'm actually surprised at the number of images I grab for references that don't have super contrasty colors, and I end up having to bump them up. But they look so good like that. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they pull it off. They are wizards. Obviously, yeah, of course. Obviously, those artists are wizards. They're onto them. They are. Do anything. I was gonna stop at 8:30, but this is too much fun. How much longer it would take me to finish? get my whole setup put back together, though, for shiny hunting, because, drivered it to all heck. My iPhone's on a tripod, and then my 3DS is sitting on a stand I made out of cardboard, which is, like, the worst thing I've ever made. And it just rattles all over the place. It's so hard to keep the, so hard to keep the 3DS steady like that. But it's something, and all I have to do is press one button repeatedly, so I'm not super concerned about it. Oh, you know what I forgot? Got his little spiky thing on top. I didn't know how visible it was actually going to be. Oh yeah, his little ears are red. Thank you for reminding me. Actually, not here. I'll get that in a second. Kind of weird that he has like pink inside his ears, though. Oh, that's right, they do. Got the little, I think it's a little seed, like, in the top, right, if it's female? Okay. I'll for a Lady Venusaur. Ready, set, exchange. That was the worst egg I've ever drawn. Not that I've drawn a lot of eggs. If I had drawn eggs, that would have been the worst. Lady Venusaur. Very, very big difference. So feminine. Look how feminine. She is beauty. She is grace. Oh, well, there we go. That always happens. I always miss a spot on this part. Is it pointy? Oh, it is pointy. I can remedy that. I thought it was more like a pod shape. More like that. A little different. Like he's there. That's more like proportional and junk. Oh, wrong layer. Perfect. A plus. To myself. More pink. I never actually really paid attention to the gender differences when I was drawing Pokemon, so there you go. Do any of the new Pokemon have gender differences like that? Yeah, it looks like at one point they were white and then they were kind of pink. Seems kind of odd they would just drop that suddenly. Except for, like, obviously Salazzle and Salandit. Like, that's a super obvious one that I was completely leaving out of that question. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think there were any, like, visual differences like these kind. It's just like a little teeny itty-bitty difference. Or were they yellow and fortune? I have to go look at Venusaur's sprites over the years. All the way to the bottom. Oh yeah, they were yellow in third and fourth gen. And then they went back to being like a pink color. And now they're more like white. Interesting. I actually did not know that. Cool fun fact. I guess I really didn't need to put these stripes here. That's on Mega Venusaur, but he's got the little tips on the leaves. At one point they were just like, let's try yellow, and then no one liked it, so they went back to it. Went back to the other color. Don't leave the stripies. Our petals though. Because artistic choices. How much difference there is. I am gonna make it later though. So fat. Alright. You. I know between first and what was it, first and second gen they changed a lot, or no, second and third gen they changed a lot of colors. Like they completely just reversed colors. At least I think between the shiny and the original is what I mean. I think like Machop was like that. Machop was one of them. Where like the regular form, yeah, the regular form in first gen was like gold. And then they changed the gold to be his like secondary color. I wonder why they did that. I wonder why they decided, I guess maybe because the other one, because Machoke and Machamp are blue. I guess that would make sense. That. Our toesies. If I don't clean that up. think Sneasel was another one they did that too. Part's really tedious. I don't like doing this part, but it makes it look so much better if you just take the extra second to, like, add gradients and shit. It's just so tedious having to outline everything. Wasn't he brown with, like, a pink thing in his hair? And then... Oh, that's right. It was blue before, and then it became pink. Oh, not radius. Stop that. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Hey, looking pretty good. I think I'm almost done, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. I always forget about that shiny because it's really ugly, so I never think about it, because it's really fucking ugly. Oh, what's a good color? And if I don't like it, I can... Boop, boop. There we go. Yes, I want to do so. That whole generation was really big on the pink shinies. I don't know what that was all about. They were like, yeah, pink's a good color. Oh, that purple was way cooler than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, yeah, we're keeping the purple. Except I might have to darken the lines a little bit. One of my favorite shinies was, the shiny Minior. One of, like, of the new Pokemon anyway. Shiny Minior is so cool looking. What an A+ shiny. Look at him, he's so cool. Black. So cool. I have one. I actually took the time to go catch one. As soon as I saw what it looked like, I was like, done. I have to have one. Yeah. I think that isn't that why like the some of them like Gengar and Pikachu looked like hardly different. No, I had a Polytoad, Poly the middle one. Poliwhirl. Oh my god, my brain just exploded. I had a Poliwhirl with damp out. Well, I got tired of like not being able to run away from stuff because I didn't feel like training the Poliwhirl up. I just needed it to tank the hits. Um, yeah, I just needed the Poliwhirl to tank the hits from the Minior for a little bit, so I could throw Pokeballs at it. So I didn't train it up super high, so I had a really hard time running away from stuff. So I grabbed the Eevee they give you in the egg because it comes with Runaway, and I basically just used that Eevee at level 1 out front to run away from stuff. And then as soon as I found the Minior, I switched out to the Poliwhirl. It actually tried to explode turn 1, but the damp prevented it. And then I was golden. And then all I had to do was just whittle its health down and throw a Pokeball at it. I heard that I heard when the Minior's in like the shields down mode, its catch rate like triples or something. I don't know if triples is the exact calculation, but I heard that it increases quite a bit once the shell is off. Otherwise, it's really hard to catch. I don't know how true that is. I heard that was a thing. It seemed to help. I caught it in one Pokeball, so. Although I wish at the time I would have had something cool like a luxury ball or something. I think I caught it in a Premier Ball, which I guess was cool enough, but. Yeah, I have one of every Minior now, including the black one. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty significant increase. I like catching special ones like the shinies in like special Pokeballs. I think I caught Necrozma in my Master Ball. And I'm pretty sure I caught Lunala in a luxury ball. Because it was fucking Nebby, you know, you had to be good to Nebby. I also named it Nebby, because what else are you supposed to name it? I used it on Necrozma because it's like, what else are you going to use it on? You know, like, nothing else was really so difficult that, you know, you definitely needed the Master Ball for it. Like, the Master Ball is like... Oh, that's awesome. I don't know, it's like... The Master Ball for me was always for Mewtwo, so I never, like... never want to use it on anything else. I could never find anything else that was, like, rare enough for it. But maybe, like, the roaming legendaries. Those are a pain in the ass to... Does it really? Oh, you know what Pokemon's catch rate really sucks? Um, Beldum. Beldum's catch rate is, like, the worst thing ever. It took me ages to get one of those for my Pokédex. Like, I get why the catch rate on that is 3, but come on, now it's a wild Pokemon in 7th gen. Like, you couldn't have edited that, maybe? So it didn't have the same catch rate as, like, a legendary Pokemon, you know? Come on, Nintendo, what are you doing? Yeah. Originally in, I think it was Ruby and Sapphire, its catch rate was 3 because it was a gift Pokemon, because Steven Stone gives it to you. So it had, like, a crazy low catch rate, and they, for some reason, have never changed it. So now that it's a wild Pokemon, it's still a catch rate of 3. It took me ages to get one to stay in a Pokeball. I did everything I was supposed to do too. You know, you put it to sleep, you false swipe it to 1. Nope, just did not want to stay. It was not about that life. I think I ran into like 6 or 7 of them before one finally decided it wanted to stay in the Pokeball. Hit the hold key. Fucking tangent. There we go. Oh, whenever I decide to switch over to shiny hunting, I'm trying to get a shiny picky peck. We're just gonna start with something real simple, real easy, no complicated maneuvering or special abilities for that one. Just hero beating up picky pecks. Shiny Toucannon's pretty cool looking, and I want to name it Dr. Seuss. I almost named mine Sam, and then I realized everyone was going to name theirs Sam, so I didn't. Like, I actually named it Rovio. I named my one that's on my main team Rovio after the, I think that's the name of the company that, makes Angry Birds. Or one of the companies that makes Angry Birds. Toucan Sam's a good name. I actually forget why I named it Rovio now. But I want to get one and name it Dr. Seuss. And then if Dr. Seuss has Kenai, I want to use it to catch a shiny Palossand. Palossand's the next thing I want. I figured what I could do for the shiny streams is just like catch ones I like first, and then like if you guys have ones you really like, I can, hunt out for those, maybe give them away at the end of the stream, I don't need 800,000 shinies, I just want the ones I like. I have a couple in Pokemon Bank waiting to come over. There was one time I was breeding Tyrannitars for my... I was breeding Larvitars out for my competitive team, and I actually... I was just looking for one with good IVs, and like as I wasn't even at the point where I was getting like 5 or 6 IVs. I was just in the process of building up the IVs that the parent had, and one of the parents had was shiny. One of the babies I got was shiny. I was so mad though because it was like really she had like the worst IVs. So I just have her. I almost didn't see it at first because like shiny Larvitar is like green. Turn out how I wanted. That was the first time I ever got a shiny that I wasn't specifically looking for. My pride and joy, my two pride and joys. I have two. My pride and joy is one, my Pumpkaboo, my shiny Pumpkaboo. His name is Jack. He's a tiny Pumpkaboo, and he is the cutest thing in the whole wide world, and I love him. That was my first shiny ever that was not like gifted to me or hacked for me. Like that was like my first legitimate shiny, and I love him very much. And then my other pride and joy is my shiny Vespiquen that I painstakingly bred for. I think I hit like 2,000 some eggs looking for that. I got a shiny male Combee first, and I was really mad about it. His name is Castiel. And then, I don't know if you'll get that reference. I named him Castiel, though. And then the female I finally got, her name is Bees. Like, her name is spelled. Like, I can't spell B. Like, that's her name with the question mark. Just like that. Bees? The most confused name. Edward is a great name for a shiny Zubat. Oh, I love it. That's wonderful. that name. Sparkles, too. Whose name is Wendy? My Venusaur? If that name's not attached to something for you already, I might have to name it Wendy. Cat. Alright. Oh, your Weezing is named Wendy. I was like, what? Oh, I missed your comment about the shiny Weezing. Everyone is Wendy. They're all Wendy. Every last one. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. That's some serious luck you got there. 30 minutes in. Shiny Weezing. I had that kind of luck. I would love to get a shiny something, anything, on like a Nuzlocke, like for the channel. That would be cool. I would totally let you guys name it. Probably regret that decision. Because who knows? Yeah, I knew what you meant. Also, I'm going to be sitting here flicking the Radiant tool for like hours. Certainly be terrifying. Oh my god, yeah. How cool would that be, though? Oh, hey Nugget, what's up? Yeah, I started streaming like 2 hours ago, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop at 8:30 to do Pokemon stuff, and here I am still doing this. So... how fat she is. Does anybody want to name my Venusaur? We don't have to name it Wendy. Wendy's a good name for a Weezing. Oh god. Get yellow. I'm recording this, so you can watch it on YouTube later. You missed it. Nope, Fugly and I have just been hanging out, chatting. Hope that looks as good as I hoped it would, but again, we're just gonna leave it. Tonight is the night of, you know what, just let it go. It'll be fine. No, it's not. I want to start doing this kind of thing more often, though, so this won't be the last time it happens either. I'm also not sure how I feel about that color. And I don't like it. I kind of want to just go back to all purple. I'll put a gradient over it later. I'll watch all my touch-ups, though. We were just discussing all our shinies, since that's what I want to do next for, like, a little while. I don't know if we'll actually catch a shiny tonight, but I want to test out my new setup, so... something. Thank you. That's true. I could just get lucky. That shiny Minior took me like 3 days to get, though. I just ran... But of course, I was just running around in the grass, also. Just running into other things. I think YouTube switched us to, dubstep. Follow that a little bit. I've never gotten like a wild shiny. I've never just run into a shiny in the wild. I was telling Googly early a couple minutes ago that the first shiny I ever got without trying to find a shiny was a shiny Larvitar that I found while breeding for. She hatched out of the egg while I was looking for just a high IV Larvitar. I was trying to breed a competitive one. So it wasn't even necessarily the 6 at that time, it was just something. And it just happened, she only had like 3 good IVs or something, and I used her as a breeding parent for like 1 step. Alright, I think she's almost done. Gotta chop sprites. I'm working on Venusaur and Machops in the background. What am I gonna put under you? It is the night of just let's see what the fuck happens, so. I'm gonna put you on grass. Purple right now. Let's not do red, because then it looks like blood. Kind of like that one. Colors for underside. Darken it up a. Do that one. Bottom a little bit. Hopefully Fugly will give me some good luck with the shiny hunt then. For presents, we'll find shinies. Not the jobs folder. Desktop for art folder. I don't know which one of these I want, so we're just gonna grab them. Hey, you never know. Could happen. Sometimes I put both of my overlays on, and sometimes I don't. Depends on how I feel. Guess we'll do both. Yeah. That. Alright. I think our Venusaur is done. Oh, I can actually use my 2017 stamp now. Neat! My god, you do have like the most wild shiny luck. That's so many. Hand claps. It is done. I wanted to put something behind it, but I actually don't care though. Oh, I don't know why I saved the full size as a not putting that on the internet. Save to. Oh, you haven't saved yet. Hang on, can't. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Gotta save it as a ping. I'll put it on tumbles. And then, I'm just gonna mute my mic and the stream and put up the be right back on the stream for a second so I can set up my shiny hunting setup and then we can switch over to that. Yeah, post that on the tumblers and I will be right back.